So we are currently building out a larger initial preclinical study where we will assess more directly the biomarkers and the efficacy of MRX1 in either mice or another animal.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Ananda Development's Finance Director, Jeremy Sturgis-Smith. Jeremy, very good to speak with you today. You've announced more promising results for MRX1. Could you start by reminding us what MRX1 is and what it's targeted at?
Hi, Stephen. Thanks for having me. So MRX1 is our first investigative medicinal product that we developed in 2023. It's CBD only based and patent pending at the moment. We're currently targeting it at a number of inflammatory conditions, those being chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy, where we have a fully grant-funded phase 2 study underway with Edinburgh University, and also in the clinic for endometriosis, again, fully grant-funded and being run in partnership with Edinburgh University, as well as the heart failure project that's preclinical that we're talking about today.
Okay, so take us through these latest findings, then the highlights of them, Jeremy.
Sure. So what we've done is using some leftover samples from the work that we announced in July of this year. We've analyzed the blood plasma of the mice that were involved in the study some more and analyzed them for the levels of a specific biomarker called NT-proBNP. NT-proBNP is a biomarker that's very prevalent across a wide number of heart failure indications, but specifically it's used as a key biomarker for heart failure with preserved ejection fraction, which is what we're looking at. And MRX1 was found to significantly reduce the levels of NT-proBNP in the mice versus the control mice. So that suggests to us that MRX1 does have a high potential to be an effective treatment for HFpEF.
How do these latest findings build on previous work done on MRX1, Jeremy?
So what this is, and it's what I've spoken about before with you, Stephen, it's some really strong translational data. So these sorts of data points, and when we're looking at biomarkers, that is what's going to help us develop and make the argument to move from an animal study into a human study, which is really where we need to be looking to progress this particular project through to marketing authorization.
You mentioned that MRX1 is patent pending, Jeremy, and I presume these latest results will support that patent.
Absolutely. So the patent has already been submitted. In that patent, we have used what are called prophetic examples. So that being, this is what we believe that MRX1 is going to do, and here's why. When in conversation with the patent office, the data that we've had from these studies will be used to back up the prophetic examples that we've submitted when we submitted the initial patent application.
So what are the next steps then with the MRX1, Jeremy?
So we are currently building out a larger initial preclinical study where we will assess more directly the biomarkers and the efficacy of MRX1 in either mice or another animal. However, we will also now start to build out a plan and a timeline towards a first-in-human study.
If you'll keep us updated with any progress. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Cheers, Stephen. Will do.
That's Ananda Development's Finance Director, Jeremy Sturgis-Smith.